Hey, good morning, everyone. Sorry about the delay there, but I'm all ready to get going here. So, hey, a market yesterday, I asked the market for a favor, and they looks like they may have delivered it to us today. I was like, hey, too many names yesterday. Could we just have one name and focus on that? And here we go. We have DRIO up 100% here. Seems like all the eyes are over on DRIO, and that's really going to be the only stock on watch this morning. I do have ASLN on watch for maybe a possible dead cat bounce here. It did offer overnight on ASLN. Did have a kind of a late day short on that one. They did have a proposed offering, and I think they dropped the actual offering. So did have a short on that one in the afternoon yesterday. Had a small winner on it. And this morning it had a massive gap down, had lows of 246 from highs just the other day. I think around $8. So huge drop there on ASLN, and that's the risk with some of these multi-day runners. Some of them could raise, and you get yourself into some deep trouble. So just got to be cautious. So that being said, let's dive into things here. Let's go over DRIO. So far, DRIO up on really thin volume. This is going to be a thin name, guys. It's going to trade very thin. So, it's one to be a little cautious on your size on this one. Not one you could really load up some, big share size on it. It's not really, that liquid here on DRIO. So, even for myself, I'll probably be, trading this one maybe 2,500 shares max size, maybe 2,000 max size on it. So I'm going to be sized down a little bit on this one on DRIO, just because it's a very thin name and it doesn't really take much volume to really push it around here. So just wanted to throw that out there that it's going to be thin, and just be careful on your size on this one. You don't want to get caught up on having too much size here. Alright, so DRIO, let's jump into the statistics. DRIO is a 1 million in float stock. The daily average volume is very small on DRIO. Is held by insiders at 35%. So we like seeing that number around 30% or higher. So DRIO does meet that criteria. So it's good to see there. Small market cap stock. Let's look at the daily chart here on DRIO. You could see here it doesn't have any sort of history of trading large volume days. What happened, Jason? Mic's not on. Anyone else having an issue with the mic? Preston, you're saying it's good? Alright, I just want to see if anyone else saying it's fun, then I'll keep going. It may just be an issue on your... Okay, it's on. Alright, cool. Alright, so yeah, DRIO. Looking back at the daily chart here, it doesn't have any sort of history of trading large volume in the past. So, it's very hard to determine, it's very hard to go off some of the statistics, some of the gap stats on this one. If it never really traded any volume, you could go a little bit off of it, but it's gonna be, it's not gonna be as accurate because it's never traded volume like that. Like if you go back and look, the highest volume day traded on DRIO is, where was it? It was right around, I think it was like 350K. See if I could find it. Not seeing it, but it may have been this day here. Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, the highest volume day we traded here was 320K on DRIO, and you can see it had tons of reverse splits. And on this day here, where it traded 320K in volume, it went from $38 to 72. I know that data is probably incorrect because of all the reverse splits it had, but looks like it did go on a nice rip before it gave back its gains. But yeah, you could see, we already traded 320K actually right now in the pre-market. So this thing will be on pace to rotate the float. I'm sure it's going to turn over that 1.5 million in float. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there that it's never traded any sort of volume like this. So we really got to see what's going to happen here, coming into the open. But if you do go back and look at these days, these lighter volume days, most of them go on quick rips and get back their gains. But we'll see with this being its all-time high traded volume. So far the action so far in the pre-market has been pretty light, but still really rangy. You could see just moving really nicely up on very light volume. So like I said before, it doesn't take much to really get this thing going. And also DRIO, there's a lot of inventory out there. There's a lot of inventory. Centerpoint has cheap borrows. Trade Zero has cheap borrows. So it does have a lot of inventory around. So what do we know? You know that easy to borrow, easy to blow up. So we could have a lot of shorts. Nailing this, shorting this on up, and with the right volume, technical set on up, it could spell trouble for short sellers. So out of the open, would like to see a washout into some of my lines here. I have this $8.75 line. I have an $8 line. So ideally, we get a washout out of the gates. May even look to take a washout long into my lines here for move back on up. Or we could look for the washout, wait for some higher lows, and then go from there. So I'm thinking maybe we get this washout to around this $9 mark, 8.75-ish area. I could start in maybe small, and then I could maybe add on up if the technicals start to set on up for that that reclaim and squeeze. So that's kind of the game plan on DRIO. Definitely on the longer buy side. Be very cautious if if you're shorting this thing. I wouldn't advise to short this thing. It's a 1 million in float stock, super thin name. It's the day one of the move. You could always wait for the day 2, the day 3. Wait for it to really break that trend and kind of confirm the backside. You could always nail that day 2 move. So DRIO definitely be looking for some sort of long pattern to form right out of the gates, and could look for a nice possible play here. Alright, so it's going to be it for DRIO. Other than that, it's really small watch this morning. ABIL. ABIL does have a nice history of running. It does have a good history of running. It's been, beat down really good here in the recent, what is the recent year? Yeah, so ABIL used to be a really nice ripper back in the past. So, yeah, you can see here, $3 to $8. Lighter volume that day. $4 to $8. $6 to $8. So yeah, ABIL has a big history of running here. Just this past year, it's been really beat up. This morning it is gapped up 72% here. What's the float nowadays on this one? 6 million in float, 33% held by insiders. So a relatively low float here on ABIL. If you guys like these smaller names, these cheaper names, ABIL could be a good one to watch. I'd say watch over 80 cents here, be the pre-market high. With the right volume coming on in here, we could possibly see over $1 on this name if it catches some momentum towards it. So if you guys are interested in these cheaper names, ABIL definitely one you want to be keeping on watch this morning. I didn't see the headline, but this morning so far trading has 2 million shares traded so far this morning. So not a bad one on ABIL there. All right, that's really gonna be it. ASLN. ASLM maybe a dead cat bounce. The bars are going around really good on this one. So, definitely really short infested on this one on ASLN. So, could be seeing some shorts cover on up on this one. Maybe we get back up to $3, maybe, 325, 350-ish. I'm not saying we're going to get back up to 4, not saying we're going to get up to 5, but I'm saying, we could see maybe $3, $3.25 on it for a dead cat bounce. So, definitely one to keep on watch if you guys like playing these dead cat bounces. So I'm going to give a heads up to some traders. Probably something I'm not going to be playing, but I'm just saying maybe we get a small bounce on ASLN. Not gonna really be something I'm probably gonna be playing, but just wanted to point out that we could see a bounce because it was very short crowded on that name. All right. All right, so it's gonna be it for the watch. Nice and short, little bit of nice and short watch this morning. DRIO really going to be my main focus this morning. He also has some of the other names. AQST, our swing trading. This is a play, a few of us are swinging. I'm swinging this on my swing trading account. So this is a name that I'm going to be keeping on watch. EYG, one that come to life swinging here. So we'll keep some of these multi-day runners on watch, see if they get any sort of continuation again towards them this morning. But yeah, it's going to be it. Come on, don't say that. Unless it has an offering, unless it does have an offering, don't scare people like that. So just make sure you're being credible, guys. Make sure you're being credible. I mean, if you're gonna say there's an offering, you gotta back it up. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the shippers. This was the first year since I have been trading that we didn't see the shippers run in November. All right, so we got about 2 minutes till we open on up here. Got about 2 minutes till we open on up. Yeah, I do see warrants on DRIO right here, but they're from their pre-split, so I'm not sure how they adjust after the split. I mean, that's all I'm seeing right here. Also seeing an S3, a shelf registration from the beginning of the year. That is effect. So that's it. All right, but we're about to open on up here, guys. Minute till we open on up. So let's all be safe. Let's all be smart. And wait for our steps to come to us. If they don't develop, then no reason to take anything. So DRIO will be my main watch out of the gates. Want to see how it looks coming into my lines here. Alright guys, we are open here. Let's see DRIO right out of the gates here. Looks like we have a bidder there at $9. See if it's, a real bidder or just, some spoofing right there. Hope we don't get like newsletters just buying right out of the gates. That would suck. A little bit of a weaker push right there in the 10. A little bit of a weaker push right there in the 10. Didn't really see a lot of strength there coming up to 10 bucks. Let's see how it looks on dips here. Coming up to our first line here right around 870. Below that, we have 8 bucks. I'm kind of eyeing maybe that $8 line to hold on up. You guys can see the spreads get crazy here on DRIO. Here's ABIL, a little bit of action on ABIL. So we want to see if we can get a little bit more of a wash here on ABIL. Kind of just consolidating right here on ABIL. Excuse me, on DRIO, my bad. Alright, so slowly moving on up here on DRIO. Alright, another 10 test right here. Sorry guys, had the UPS people come to my door. Dogs are just barking there for a second. Just watching DRIO right here. Seeing a lot of hesitation as we come up to 10. But it's still holding on up here on DRIO. Still holding on up here. Alright, so volume starting to come in here now on DRIO. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes, DRIO. There's 1050. It's tough, guys. It's tough. I wanted to get in DRIO. Just didn't come to my lines, It didn't come to my lines. Didn't really want to chase there. And there it goes. And there it goes. There it goes, DRIO. So good job for anyone who got in right there. Just didn't feel like, just didn't want to chase it there. 950s. I did see it put in a higher low right there, but at the same time, I really wanted it around my $8 line. That was kind of my game plan on it. Buy the $8 line out of the open. But just didn't want to, chase it up there at 950s. Was kind of hoping for that pullback. Just didn't get it. Just didn't get it, guys. And there it goes. That was my line travel thoughts. I had an $8 line mapped up. That was that line, I wanted right around here. I did have an 870 line mapped up. I could have been more aggressive. You know, I could have been more aggressive on it, guys. I just didn't happen to be more aggressive on it. Just a very thin name. Could have easily, pulled back. $1 per share. I didn't want to get caught up. I was thinking maybe I go smaller shares right around this higher low area right here. We got the pullback, got this higher low around this 940 area, but I just didn't pull the trigger on it. Kind of want to play, a little bit on the lower risk side, at my line. Kind of getting into this. When you're not buying at your lines, you're kind of you gotta have a bigger risk. Your risk gotta be bigger. I mean, if you're getting in here, 950s. I mean, you're really risking $9. You're risking 50 cents per share. And then you'd be looking for like 1050 area. So that kind of would have been your 2-to-1 right there. That would have been the trade. But we'll keep it on watch, guys. I'm not saying I still like it. I'm really liking the volume it's doing. I just turned the float over there on DRIO. A lot of inventory too. So we'll see if we get any sort of pullback on it on DRIO. I'm still not ruling it out. I can still look for a trade on it. Boom, and there's a ASLN bounce too. ASLN 290s. And there we go, guys. That's what I was talking about there on DRIO. I don't want to get caught in something like that. That was kind of my fear of, maybe what would happen. That's why I would have liked to, stick to my lines. But now we're getting this depth drop here on DRIO, and looks like we're halted to the downside now on DRIO. So, we doing the fake halt here. All right, so pretty nasty drop right there. Pretty nasty drop right there on DRIO. Went from 1125. The following candle went to 814. So you guys see what I'm saying here. Just very, very nasty price action right there. Kind of at its last lines here. $8, kind of that def line on DRIO. Now you're gonna have a lot of longs bag now from up here who were chasing buying a $10 breakout. That's why I didn't want to buy in this area here on DRIO. This is one that I wanted to stick to my lines on. I knew how thin it was. I knew how jumpy the spreads can be. So this is a play that you want to get in at a low safe entry on DRIO. Yep. Moment of silence for those who chased. Yep. That's why I preach every single day on here. Don't chase. Wait for your lines. Be disciplined. If you have to miss a play every now and then, it's perfectly fine. But I'd rather miss a play than chase. What is ABIL moving on up? Okay, ABIL. Let's turn our attention a little bit towards ABIL. Oh, my bad, guys. I forgot to update the new scanners. My bad. So let's turn our attention towards ABIL. Looks like DRIO shorts took it on that one. Nice. Anyone in over on ABIL? Anyone in on this play? So right here on ABIL. Trying to form this little bit of an ABCD pattern here on ABIL, guys. Let's see if we pull back and hold 70 cents here. Let's see if we pull back and hold 70 cents. Nice set risk off the prior higher low at 66 at 60. What's the low of that candle right there? On that 66-cent mark. So let's see if 70 cents holds here on ABIL. ASLN pushing to 3, so ASLN, nice little dead cat there. If anyone took that on ASLN as well. Alright, so let's see right now, just watching EBIL, DRIO, kind of hanging on a thread right here on DRIO. Kind of on its last legs here. Didn't fully, break to the backside yet, but looking really weak here. Alright, let's see. ABIL trying to hold 70 cents. ABIL is an interesting play here. If we could base above 70 cents here, I think we could possibly go on a nice Nice little move here on ABIL. May even look for smaller size on it. May even look for a smaller size play on it on ABIL. I know it is a little bit. I know it is under $1 here, but I do like how it's consolidating here. It's gone on a form of rip in the past. Is lower in the float and is forming this ABCD type pattern here. Yeah, so DRIO, guys, looks like it's done right there. DRIO backside right here, just cracked that $8 line. I'm looking at ABIL right here. Yeah, we'll see how low DRIO could go here. I know a few traders are watching on the short side. Good job if you guys, nailed this one. A little bit too much of a risky short for me, especially into pops here. A little bit too risky for me. But maybe after this def drop, look for pops, and you took it there. I could definitely see that. All right, guys, I did take a position here on ABIL. I like how it's consolidating above 70 cents here. I want to look for this thing to push over the highs on ABIL. So I'm going to take a position here on ABIL. All right, here we go. ABIL starting the push here. Let's see if we can get over 80 cents here on ABIL. Nice volume coming in, guys. Let's see if we get over 80 cents here. All right, so let's see if we could continue to push on up here on ABIL. 80 cents going to be that resistance mark. So we performing this ABCD type pattern that I like to play. Is a little bit of a cheaper play, so I am on smaller size than I normally would be. So map out 80 cents here. It's going to be the line we want to get over. Yep, guys, all out on ABIL, guys. Crushed. Got crushed there on ABIL. Didn't lose a lot, but just huge rejection, guys, on ABIL. Took a loss right there, guys. Took a loss right there on ABIL, and that's all on me, guys. It's all on me. Not the best idea for myself. That's why I don't like playing these cheap ones. Just I always get smoked on them. Went smaller size on it. The chart was setting up nicely. and just got a huge stuff candle right there, and yeah, took a loss right there. So it could be the end of my streak, guys. 15 green days in a row. Just really shitty action. I mean, I don't like the curse on here, but that's kind of how I'm gonna put it today, guys. Just shitty action. Uh, DRIO just got smoked. ABIL just got smoked. Just a choppy morning for small caps. Just how it is sometimes, guys. It's sometimes it's just not gonna go your way. It's a part of trading. I'm happy I went small size on it. I didn't size up well on it, so it's not like I took a massive loss on the trade. If you guys are wondering, I lost $280 on it. So you guys can see that's why I don't want to talk about P&L, but you guys could see my red day possibly today is $280. So I mean, you guys saw yesterday I made 2,000. Just last week I made 10,000. My red day looks like it's gonna be $200 today. So that's what I'm talking about, risk management. If you're gonna, if you're gonna have a red day, keep it small. Minimize your red days. That's very key to trading. So you guys can see maybe I made a little bit of a mistake right there. Maybe I shouldn't have dived into these under $1 plays because I don't have a ton of success on it. But we're all human, guys. We make mistakes. But what I'm happy is that I went smaller size. I recognize that this is, not where I have a ton of edge in. I like the chart setup. I like the volume. I like how as a former runner. And I just couldn't get that follow through. You guys saw it came up to 77, 78 cents right there. I was up 7 cents per share, but it didn't really meet my target. I was looking for over 80 cents, and we didn't get it. And took a loss, and all I could do was move on. Exactly, Corey. The pattern was there, volume was there. I agree. Just got a stuff candle, rejection, a lot of profit takers, and just didn't go our way. You can see a lot of you guys saying the overall market's tanking. Market pulling on back here. TVIX, I'm assuming, is up a lot. Nice, TVIX up 17, 18% right here. Yeah, Sterling Trader, I agree, man. I would take that pattern, 10 out of 10 times, but the thing is that it was under $1 play, so you know, you know that was kind of the only critique I could take from that trade is I definitely like this pattern here. Nice. At this ramp on up A, there's B to put in a higher low at C, and a nice higher low, risking off the prior higher low. We usually get this ramp on up, but I have thousands of these patterns, tracked and tracked. Not thousands, but you guys know what I mean. Hundreds of these patterns tracked and tracked. But I like taking them on stocks between $2 to $10, not 70 cents. But it is what it is. Gonna move on. Small loss. That's it. Just gotta move on. Obviously, don't want to force anything. I don't want to put myself deeper into the hole in the day. But if I do see something worth taking, I'll definitely look for it. For example, yesterday I thought I was done and I saw a good opportunity on Ace ASLN and I took the trade. TVIX is the inverse of the market. So when TVIX runs, when the market's down, TVIX is usually moving on up. Alright, so it's almost 10 o'clock right now. Almost 10 o'clock right now. Not really seeing any stocks even worth in play, especially on the long side. ABIL, backside. DRIO, backside. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking around, guys. I'm not. It's just a slow day for small caps. So a lot of fake out breakouts today. DRIO, fake out breakout over 10, slammed. ABIL, nice chart setup. Really nice chart setup here, slammed. And nothing we could do about it, guys. Just how the market was today. Just very choppy. A lot of, shoves. Stocks that we liked on the long side just getting absolutely demolished. So right now, I'll take some questions. Right now is a good time for some questions. KOD, okay. See a few you guys talking about KOD. Nice KOD, nice ramp. Nice solid action there on KOD. This was yesterday's big time runner. Up a little bit too much for me here on KOD. Plug, possible dead cat. Possible dead cat, yeah, but a little bit thicker. I remember this trade. It's a little bit of a thicker play. Not a micro float, but possibly see a dead cat there. My only trading on the long side, no. I trade long and short. Just I would say just this past year I've been taking more longs. Maybe not even this past year. I'd probably say the last 6 months I've been taking a lot more longs. Just seeing a lot more short squeezes in this market. The borrow fees are just ridiculous, very expensive. A lot of these plays. A lot of times I'll borrow shares and I won't even trade the ticker, which sucks. And if you don't borrow it, time comes when it's setting up and the borrows will be gone. So I've been just leaning on the long side more. But nothing wrong with taking shorts. I'll definitely take a good short setup if I see one. I took a short yesterday on ASLN. So yeah, if you guys have questions for me, I'd love to answer them. And I'm thinking maybe I'd get a guest speaker on maybe sometime, this week. I did mention I'm gonna have some guest speakers on. So maybe I'm gonna try to get a guest speaker on sometime this week also. If anyone's interested in getting on the mic with me, just DM me. So DRIO, nice little fade. You definitely see this, coming down sub sevens. Let's see. Yeah, I see a lot of guys liking the guest speaker idea. Yeah, 100%. All right, yeah, happy trader. Let's set a date, dude. Let's set a date, and I'll have you on. Let's see. Paper trading from 40K up to 100K since August, but no cash to trade with. What should I do? Hey, I mean, I would just say save up some money, dude. I mean, that's how I did it. I had like $0 to my name, and I worked. I worked a full time job, saved up the money, and then use that to trade with. So I mean, really, all you could do is just save up the money, man, and then use that to trade with. Well, that's impressive, man. 40K to 100K, even if it's on paper, that's still impressive. All right, let's see. Let's see. One second, guys. How much did I start with? I started off with 500 bucks. Grew that account, then I blew that one up, and then I resaved up, 4,000 bucks. Then I started my second account with 4,000. So started with 500, then blew that one up, and then I started with 4,000. Yeah, make sure I wouldn't say use that 20K from the 401K. I would say use money that you're willing to lose. You don't want to dig out of your savings and use that money. I mean, it's not gonna it's gonna impact your trading. I would say trade with money that you're willing to lose. Put in $2,000 and tell yourself, all right, Nick, I'm willing to lose this 2,000 bucks. It's not the end of the world if I lose it. I put in the 4,000, and it took me a while, until I came to the realization that, wow, I gotta be willing to lose this whole investment, or I'm just not gonna perform well. You're gonna think about P&L too much. It's gonna hurt your mentality. So make sure you put that money in and tell yourself, I'm willing to lose this entire investment. Okay, first, Happy Trader, you'll get a new setup and you can come on. Yeah, Happy Trader, let's talk after the stream. We'll set up a date. Set up a date, if you want to do tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. Whenever, man. Rogan, no, this is the small cap stream. We have an option stream. So if you go on the channel tab, go to the channel tab, and you'll see options trading. Thanks, Stockblock. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude, I've been seeing too, man. You've been definitely getting better, dude. I mean, I've been seeing you grow. You've been trading a lot better this past month or two. So keep it up, dude. Yeah, and I want you guys to learn from my red days. I want you guys learning from my red days. Not only my green days. I know I just went on a hot streak. I mean, not gonna happen. Probably not gonna. It's tough. 15 green days in a row. I mean, proud of myself for doing that. I mean, I've done it before in the past, but it's not something that I could just bang out easily. It's not easy, but I want you guys learning from my red days as well, and I want you guys to take away what I did wrong today. I dived into sub $1 plays, which I don't perform well on, and I got burned on. Yes, it was a good pattern, but kind of stepped outside of my niche. And when you deviate from your niche and your process, most of the time you're gonna get burned. But I'm just happy I went on small size. Yeah, we'll see, Travel Talks. We'll see. I'm not counting on it. If it comes, if something pops up, I'll look for it. If not, I'm gonna accept the red day. Yeah, yeah, just save the money, man. Save it. Just I don't know, find like a side hustle or something, and just like Happy Trader, he's doing Uber Eats, so you can find something. I mean, that's what I did. At the time I was only like 18, so 17 even. I don't know, 17, 18, and I was able to save it up. Yeah, there's no Holy Grail, guys. You know, I feel like people think there is. There's really not. Uh, you know, just it's all about just trading the numbers game. Have an edge. Have a database tracked up. Uh, you know, for myself, I have a database build up. I have around close to 70% accuracy, and I just take those odds each trade, and I stick to good risk reward setups. Looking for 2 to 1 or better. I like 3 to 1 trades, so 3 to 1 R trades. Risk management's huge. You could have a 70% winning accuracy, but you could still be red on your account if you don't stick to your stop loss and you don't have good risk management. Oh, Rel, what's your longest green streak ever? Oh man, that's a good question. And I have to go back and check, dude. I'm not even sure. I mean, I definitely had so like the whole month of November, I was green. So I've definitely had like a month and a half of green. I definitely had like a month and a half of green. I'm sure it was like in the 20s if I had to guess. 20 something. I doubt it was in the 30s, but definitely like 20 something. I gotta go check. But I definitely had more than 15 green days before in the past. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm not here to brag and show off my profits. That's not me. I'm just showing you guys how I'm keeping my red day small. Like that's what I do by showing you my P&L. I'm not doing it to brag or show off or this or that. Like it's just to show you guys my risk management. So I'll take a $200 red day any day. You know, I mean any red day. I have that. So I'm happy with that. If my red day is gonna be $200, sign me up. And it's all relative to your account size too. I mean, if you have $1,000 account, you're taking a $200 loss. I mean, yeah, that's not good. Let's see, Chris, DRL close to a setup. All right, if it's a good setup for you, man, go kill it. Uh, I mean, it just came off. We had two stocks, guys. It just had two def drops. So I don't like longing after these def drops. If I'm gonna be longing after a def drop, it's gotta be later in the day. It cannot be right after. We need these weekends to get out. So I mean, think about it. We had all this volume traded up here. Now everyone who's long is now bagged. So I mean, if we're gonna set up, it's gotta consolidate. It's gotta filter out all the weekends. Uh, and it's got to be a little bit later in the day. I'd say maybe around like 11 or 11:30, or maybe 2 p.m. ish. But I mean, so soon after this def drop, I think you're gonna have a lot of longs, a lot of bags. You're gonna start to close it up. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it is a very thin name, so I mean, if you're gonna have, I would say it's easier that it's a thinner name, to maybe get back up to the highs. This is probably one of those plays that could possibly do it. But still, you got to be smart. But I would say DRIO does have a chance. It does. I mean, but we'll see. Chris, would you call DRIO classic bull trap? Uh, yeah. I mean, I think it would have been much better for the overall play. If we kind of, get this pullback to 8, consolidate a little bit, and then trap that way, I think it would have been much better. Uh, but yeah, it's possible. It just got too over long crowded. A lot of longs are, overly bullish on it. Maybe you had some short sellers, being a little bit smarter and realizing that it could go on that initial squeeze, and they just didn't trap good enough. I think if they trap shorts good enough here, it would have been much better. We kind of just made this this little higher low right at the gates, and boom. I mean, I'm not gonna trap that many shorts by doing that. I mean, if you got this wash out of the gates, maybe held the $8 line like this, boom, 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 higher low around 10, maybe like 10.15, 10.30, boom, over 10, we've got that nice little squeeze going. I think that would have been much nicer, of a short trap for move on up. I mean, this wasn't too wasn't too buying, and it came up to 10. Just even we had these two pushes here. These were weak volume pushes, weak volume push, weak volume push. Then third time we broke out, and then we had the stuff candle, and it was game over from then. How do I prevent over trading? Mentally broken. I lost 200K hardworking money. Very sorry to hear about that, man. Yeah, I would say how to prevent over trading. It comes back down to discipline. I would say call up your broker and maybe prevent yourself from taking trades past a certain hour. I would also call your broker and tell them to set a max stop loss on the day for you. I would say it to anyone. And you guys should all have a max stop loss on the day where, if you're down, $1,000 on the day, just have your broker close it out for you, because you get kind of emotional. At least some of us do, and you want to dig yourself out of the red, and usually it's just gonna spiral out from there. So I would say, setting that max stop loss, cutting out trading past a certain hour. I would say, have a set strategy, man. Have a set strategy. Get in the simulator, track a strategy, and just stick to that setup. Just stick to that trading that one setup. I mean, you guys could literally just have one or two setups and just trade those two setups every single day. That's it. If they're not there that day, no reason to trade. There's no reason to trade. So just have a strategy, back test it, just trade that same setup over and over again. Have some rules. Like I have sticky notes on my desk saying, a bunch of whole different things that I look at every morning. I'm forced to look at it because it's stamped on my desk. And I also have stamped on my wall here all my setups. So every morning I visually see my rules and I visually see my setups. And some people even kind of like punish yourself. I'm not saying to like hurt yourself bad, but some people like punish themselves. They maybe jog 3 miles if they break some rules. Like probably today I should be jogging like 3 miles because I traded under $1 stock. So I don't know. Those are some tips. Hopefully some of those help. CLVS finally having a red day. Let's see. Nope. Looks like CLVS just keep going. This play is just a monster. Just be careful. Like I said yesterday, be careful trying to pick the tops on these. It could go a lot higher than you think. Just wait for that. Wait for that red day. Even that day after the first red day, it could even have a nice little pull. So be patient. Wait for the trend to reverse. XBIO. XBIO is starting to become toxic. Starting to become a toxic ticker. So be careful on that one. What time is it? It's 10:15. I'll probably give it 15 more minutes, guys. 15 more minutes. And then I'll probably wrap it up here. CLXT. Yeah, guys. So any questions? Just you guys could ask. Any topics you want me to talk about? Got 15 minutes here. I'm gonna make the most of your time. Don't want to bore you guys to death here. It is a snowy day out here in New York. Probably gonna go shovel after the stream. Let's see. How old are you, Nick? I'm 20. I'll be 21 in a few months. Let's see. Stock block thoughts on longing DRIO in the pre-market. What made you stay out near the $10 level? Too thin. Yeah, I mean this thing like skipped up on no volume. Early on in the day. For some reason, why aren't the levels popping up here? So I mean, like you could see the stock block. I mean, this thing skipped on what, like 2,000, 1,000 candles. This could have been like, I'm going through my head like this could have easily been, just a few people buying up the news, getting hyped. So it didn't really trade like any, really real volume until like maybe here when it was at $10. Like started putting in some, decent volume, but just too thin. Way too thin for me. Just kind of felt a little gambly, getting in here early. I mean, just wasn't good enough for me as far as the volume and price action. Wasn't that clean. Like something like AKTX yesterday was a lot more cleaner. This was trading like real volume, in the pre-market. Like this pre-market was nice and clean yesterday on AKTX. Got this nice ramp on good volume. You can see we started trading some really good VAR, 60K, 70K bar. Got it on this 1 minute pullback here for right up to 3, and then clearly we had a seller here over 3, or someone shorting a big position over 3. You can see we topped out. Boom, this could have been your short signal right here. The fail retest of this 3, risking the high day right here, 290s. Would have been a nice short too, but just didn't flip it. But yeah, hope that clears up your question. Why is XBIO toxic? Yeah, XBIO just it's gone on some nasty fades recently. Really nasty fades where it'll be green and it'll just go red. To me that's super toxic when you're up well green and you start going red. That just means that's just really toxic for me. And you can see this just the charts just turning into one big bag holder, probably heavily diluted on XBIO. You can see here opened up at 570, hit a high at 6, low of days at 3. Like, that's just very toxic action right there. It used to be nice, like I think like 2017. Yeah, 2017, like beginning of 2018, it got on some nice rips, but since that, every like gap up it had was just so crappy. So XBIO, I think that may be one I may add to the toxic ticker list. Not added yet, but it's kind of in the back of my mind. All right, let's see. Hey Nick, what's your schedule like? I've read that people who are successful have a crazy schedule. Yeah, I'm pretty busy. Not to say that I don't have any free time. Yeah, I have free time, but I'm probably nowhere as busy as some of these other guys. Probably some people watching the stream too. I do live streams. I do a lot of one-on-one mentoring. In the with some traders. Working on a few little side gigs I'm working on. Some other ways to create some streams of income for me. So I'm just kind of tackling some one-on-ones and just doing these live streams. So that's kind of what my schedule is. Yeah, not to say like I don't have time at night. Like, yeah, I have some time later in the days. I like to watch some sports, do some DraftKings and some stuff like that. Let's see. Nick, you check out CLXT. Chuck, very close. No, you're about a month off, Chuck. About a month off. Can you check out CLXT? Yeah, I'm gonna check out CLXT. Yeah, CLXT, nice little flag here. Lighter in volume, but nice little bull flag pattern here. You got this nice pull, sideways consolidation forming this bull flag pattern. So yeah, nice little chart pattern setup, but the volume's a little bit lighter. We'll see if that could pick on up if we maybe get over the highs. I like the insider ownership too. Short flow 10%, so we could see maybe this one closes strong. We could look at it in the afternoon on CLXT. We haven't seen a lot of multi-day runners recently, but definitely need to see the volume pick up before I could, consider anything later in the day. Let's see. DRIO is squeezing, is it? I wouldn't say it's squeezing, but yeah. DRIO moving on up. Nope. Right now, like I said, full-time trader. I don't have any other jobs, but I am working on some things on the side to, kind of build up other ways of some stream of income for myself. I think the average millionaire I saw has 7 streams of income. So hopefully I can get myself up to 7 streams of income myself. Kind of the goal for me. Let's see. Nick, tell us about your one-on-one mentoring session. Do you do it with beginners? Yeah, I do it with beginners. Some intermediate traders as well. Kind of how I run it is, I kind of see your what you're struggling in, what you need some help in. Kind of see where maybe you have, where you need some strength in trading. Whether it be a discipline issue or maybe you're struggling to find some consistency. You need help working on some strategies, a playbook, whatever it may be. I talk to you, figure out what you need help in, and then we start working from there. And we go over some topics, some lessons. If you have topics for me, we go over that as well. So if you're interested, yeah, shoot me a DM. Maybe wrapping it up soon because it's starting to get a little overwhelming. So I don't really want to take on too many more people. So I may close it up soon. Let's see. Do you play Fox Super 6? No, I'm not sure what that is. Is that a video game, Trading Pennies? I like playing some video games, but I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, your husband's a pro on DraftKings. Nice, yeah. Sick, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a pro, but I'm alright. I'm okay on DraftKings. I mean, I got to work on it a little bit, but I love playing DraftKings every now and then. Yeah, we got to talk some DraftKings playing with gaming. Definitely. Dripping Gains, you're 20 as well. Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to you in Brooklyn, yeah. I'm about an hour away from you. I'm on the island. A good buddy of mine lives in Brooklyn. Chuck, got a daughter's B-Day, 20th B-Day in March. Nice, nice. Malone 616. Highly recommend real estate. Investment properties could be a great option. Yeah, that's something I definitely want to dive into. And investing in some properties. Yeah, if anyone has some tips, shoot me some tips. Let's see. I'm using Centerpoint, and then I have E-Trade, TD, for some swing tradings. I'm looking to open up a Cobra or Speed Trader soon. All right, so I'll give it a few more minutes here. And then I'll probably wrap up the stream here. Uh, DM me at nicktrades20 on Discord. I don't even know if I mentioned it today. We have a free Discord chat in links in the description. So just join our free Discord chat and DM me on Discord at nicktrades20. Or if you want to talk through email, I would prefer Discord, but if you want to chat through email, that's fine. My email is in the description as well. Chuck, you invested in real estate in your 20s, made $90K in 10 years. Nice. Let's see. Russell invest in Florida. Yeah. Heard Florida, good buying. Good area to buy some properties. I did hear about that, in Florida. South Florida, I heard. Yeah, Russell, we gotta link up one day, man. We gotta link up. I know you said you're about 20 minutes away from me, so let's link up one day, me, you, and Alex. Don't see me in Discord. It's NICK Trades 20. So Nick Trades 20 on Discord. Yeah, I know you said you're at a Freeport. Nice, yeah. That's like I said, it's like 20 minutes away from me. Okay, trading pennies. It's an app. What is it? Fox Sports 6. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that app. Thanks, trading pennies. Fox Sports 6. Is that it? Cool. I'm gonna check that out. Oh, Fox Super 6. All right. Nice. I never traded crypto. All right. Daniel, you sent me a DM 2 weeks ago. Did I miss your DM? I do apologize if I didn't respond to you. I'll get back to you right after the stream. How do I manage something like AQST, where to stop out or take profits? Yeah, AQST. I kind of have a target in mind on AQST. I was looking. Actually. Yeah, AQST. Actually, I was looking for $10 on. I think I hit it yesterday. I think I had some orders out to sell some, but I don't think I hit. So maybe if we get back over $10, we'll have to take profits. I got in at 740s, and I was risking $7 on the trade. So I was kind of risking the $7 line on AQST. Never hit. So no reason to stop on out. And I had a $10 target in mind. So I usually just set a price alert on my cell phone. And if I get the alert saying, "Oh, AQST's at $6.99," I'll log on and I'll sell it. All right, guys, I'm gonna give it one more minute here. It is 10:30, so I'll give it one more minute, and I'll wrap it up here. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to the stream today. And if you guys enjoyed, feel free to support the channel by dropping a thumbs up and share the video. Those are some ways you could support the channel. Just spread the word, share the video, and drop a thumbs up. Thanks, DH. Yeah, I'll be playing some DraftKings tonight for sure. Think it's a good. I gotta check the basketball schedule tonight. What apps do I get alerts on my phone? I have the E-Trade mobile app, and I just set price alerts. Alright, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Not seeing any last questions. So, once again, thank you guys all for tuning in today. So far, I'm a little bit red on the day. We'll see if anything, presents itself over lunch or in the afternoon. If not, hey, first red day, 15-day green streak, I'll take it. Fantastic. And I'll be looking to keep it rolling tomorrow. So, hope everyone enjoyed. And I'll see you guys all in Discord chat. Peace.